Hello. Welcome to Console-tations, where Dr. Tim and I, Dr. Chris, along with our junior consultants,
Sorted.
will tell you about our thoughts and diagnoses on all things nerdy. So, Tim,
Yes.
Doctor.
Doctor.
No, if you're not watching the video, not real doctors.
Yep. Disclaimer, we are not real doctors.
Not real doctors.
Don't trust
ever.
us. With medical stuff.
This is from
This
the
is
Party
all just-
Depot.
These are all just props.
Boop, boop, boop.
These actually don't work.
So, Tim, I have one case in particular I want to bring to your attention today.
Mm-hmm.
Junior consultants. We've got patients with heavy doses of E3 hype.
Ooh, yes.
And I don't know what to do about it.
Yes.
So here's the case. Early symptoms. Lots of leakage. Pre-show leakage. Now, I don't know about you. Usually, you don't want leakage. You know what I
Nope.
mean? Leakage.
That's usually a bad thing.
The technical definition of leakage means stuff is getting out when it shouldn't be.
Yes.
We don't like that. We doctors don't like that. But sometimes it could be necessary. So it's been 2 weeks. By the time this posts, E3 may be over.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. But there's been a lot of stuff coming out before E3. So, Doctor,
Yes.
how do you feel about this?
It's quite the epidemic, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And
Very
it's
widespread.
a little hard to control, you know.
But once
We
it
don't
starts,
have- We don't have very many things that can combat the leakage.
it's true.
It's very
true.
tough to, like I said, keep it under control. Like you said, it's a, for the most part, it's a bad thing.
You think so?
For the well, especially if you want something like E3 to be a surprise. I guess not a surprise, but like you want the anticipation to build until something is revealed. But then, of course, there's the side effect of what they call your predictions.
Mm-hmm.
I would say early predictionitis.
It could weaken the predictionitis.
Yes.
This is true.
So now, with this leakage, it could either confirm your prediction, or it can totally destroy your prediction. And then, I guess in that sense, it could be a good thing, where it could totally throw you off guard, and then you can make it even more excited for them to reveal.
This is true.
I guess it's a 50-50. It all depends on how severe the leakage is for you.
This is true. It feels like it's been severe. It feels like.
Yeah. That's why I like to stay away from the thing called the internet when it comes to those things.
Yeah.
That is I guess that is one treatment.
Yeah, you want to avoid the dangerous areas.
Yes.
So, junior consultants, what have you guys seen as far as symptoms go for this pre-E3 scenario?
What is the leakage that you guys have?
And how are you dealing with that? Curious to know.
Honestly, I haven't really seen anything.
Is he
For the most part.
Is he telling the truth?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
No irregularities there.
Okay, so you're using the safe approach, right? Stay away from the dangerous areas so you don't contaminate your. What's going on?
Yes.
It's good. You look healthy. I think it works.
Good.
Fever.
Nice.
And you, sir.
Only thing that I know is going to be there is Pokemon Sun and Moon, but overall
Will
I'm
it?
staying away.
Well, will it be
Will
there?
it?
That's what I've heard.
So you've been contaminated by the leakage.
What, did you check
That is
WebMD or something?
I got into the virus of YouTube.
YouTube is a crazy virus.
That got into me real quick,
Yep.
and I had nothing. I couldn't stop it. It got into me.
You can't once it gets to you.
Well, the industry professionals have told me that the only thing we'll see from Nintendo is Zelda,
That is another one I have heard actually that infected me.
and nothing else. Because
Not
they're gonna
even
have
their
their
new-
own. No, because they're gonna supposedly have their own thing.
Oh, their own
a little bit later on.
Okay.
Yeah. They're trying to circumvent the E3 scenario altogether.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah.
So then they're pretty smart then, I think.
We'll see. Let's see. I was thinking about the leakage, and one way it could be positive, so as you mentioned, when the E3 bug comes around, you get a lot of heightened expectations. The hype train, as we'll call it, is severe. You know?
Another side effect.
And so, exactly. You don't want it to be too high, because if the hype train bursts, well,
Yeah.
that's dangerous for
It
everybody.
ends poorly for you.
Yeah. So the pre-show leakage could actually be beneficial if it's to bleed the pressure, if you will.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like what. Did you hear what Sony did today?
No.
No, actually.
They confirmed the PS4 Neo, or whatever we're going to call it,
The
is
new one.
real,
Mm.
Is that
What?
good?
but it will not be at E3.
It won't be unveiled, right?
Really?
Well, I don't know. They may talk about it, but it won't actually be there.
Right. They won't. They won't show.
They won't show.
Right.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, which is interesting because initially everyone's thinking a huge chunk of of their conference is going to be about the new hardware.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But now
Okay.
you take out a chunk of what you thought was going to be at the show. And now the question is, what's going to be in the show?
Mm-hmm.
Big dose of VR, undoubtedly.
Most
Mhm.
definitely.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot. I can
Big
see
dose of that.
Exciting.
The question really is, what kind of new symptoms is this case of E3 going to bring us? It's the mystery.
Right. It's always the
It's the
mystery.
mystery.
I have a big feeling one of the symptoms is Nomad Sky.
But what about it?
Mm.
Now that they have, for those who, I'm sure, who follow No Man's Sky and Murray, the genius,
Dr. Sean.
Dr. Sean. I couldn't hold in there. So, as most of you have heard, that he has delayed the launch. It would have been 11 days from now, but now they pushed it back to August 20, not 21st, but late August, sometime in August.
I thought, it was a little over a month, roughly a month later. I
Yeah.
got a weird message from PSN.
Really?
So I pre-ordered it digitally.
Mhm.
I'm a digital kind of guy.
Mhm.
I'm a new age doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And I was expecting the release to be June, late
Mhm.
June. So I got them after a little bit, actually a couple days ago. I got a message. It says, "Hey, the release date for No Man's Sky has changed," and it put in a filler date to the end of the year, which made me a little nervous
Oh.
because I need these products soon for my practice.
Yes,
You
yes.
understand? But then it said, would you like to keep your pre-order if it releases on this date or before it? So I was like, okay. It said or before. I got a little worried they might continue to push it.
I hope not,
That would kind of suck.
That would stink.
because everyone's got that fever,
Mm-hmm.
and we need that.
true.
We need that game to come out to cool them down.
Yeah,
We're all infected.
it's the only way to treat it.
It's the only way to treat it, is to have the product itself.
Hmm?
I think the fever. I mean, I think if it went out much further, I think fevers would eventually cool themselves, but possibly a bit too far.
Right.
Uh-huh.
To the
where you
point
wouldn't
where
even
it,
need it anymore. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yep,
It's
your
dangerous.
body would have acclimated to the delay, and then your excitement level would be not as high as it used to be.
Yeah. It's dangerous.
Sean Murray, don't let it happen.
Dr. Sean, it's important that you bring this product out soon.
Be the real
Stat.
MVP.
Stat.
Stat.
So,
But yeah, so what did you, to go back to what you were talking about, what else would they talk about
For No Man's
for
Sky.
No Man's Sky besides the
Probably.
delay?
Maybe. Maybe they would talk about the different galaxies that you could possibly be in.
Well, well, the thing with that is you already know that there's so many galaxies that you could explore, so they can't tell you which ones you can and can't.
Yeah.
You're just gonna play it and you're gonna be there.
Enjoy it.
Maybe they would talk about putting it in virtual reality.
There you go.
That's
That
fun.
sounds very likely, since I guess now VR is gonna be their meat, their meat of their conference or their segment. Good point.
Sure, Dr. Murray's talked about wanting to include VR.
Mm-hmm. Right.
No confirmations though, but I think
That could show.
that could be a killer move.
That would be crazy.
Combine those two together. It,
That would
it
be
makes a lot
really-
of sense.
It does.
Makes
It
a
really
lot of
does.
sense.
Especially because it's a first person
Right.
view game.
It's in space.
It's all about exploration.
It's all about
Yep.
exploration. Just imagine being able to like virtually grab
That would be crazy.
materials and stuff.
Yeah, I
so,
know.
so cool.
Oh man.
Oh.
And a lot of people who have been using VR, they're saying, you know, kind of your initial desire is to have something like first person, you know,
Mhm.
shooters, like really action oriented, but then when you're first getting into it, it's almost like that's a little too much for your brain to handle, you know,
Uh-huh.
and it's a
Too
little
much
disorienting. So a lot of people say they're looking forward to having something that's really calm,
Mm.
I could see that.
and that you can just kind of go into and do at your own pace. And I think No Man's Sky could fit that pretty well, because you don't have to be all gung ho.
Right.
You can just be an explorer.
Mhm.
And do your thing. So,
That'd be sweet.
and you get to fly.
Gosh,
Oh,
that,
that
would
would
be
be
so
Awesome,
so
awesome
awesome.
in VR. So, I mean, if they came out and said they pushed it some more for VR, I think I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would.
I think I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure at this point they're delaying it because they want to make sure it's completely a perfect product.
True.
They don't want any more hindrances, or no, they don't want any future hindrances. I mean, I'm sure there will be,
Right.
but to be able to tackle it head on now would minimize that blow.
Mhm.
Because we all know every game that launches, any big game that has like a big, that uses its engine like to the max, like all the time, like graphics, you know, multiplayer and stuff like that. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Something always
Mhm.
happens.
Something will definitely happen.
But I mean, as long as it doesn't go past that, you know, that estimated time,
Mhm.
We're good.
patience will be happy.
Is there anything in particular you're excited about in this case of E3?
I am excited for. Well, I mean, this is my prediction, but probably my only soul, like, I really want it to happen,
Mm-hmm.
is Kingdom Hearts 3.
Ooh,
Just see it?
That would be.
Well,
would be
I mean, I know. I mean, there's a lot to see, but there's not at the same time because you know you're just like, just tell me when the game's coming out.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Just tell me it's
If they give a
coming.
solid date, I'd be
Okay.
the happiest person.
Okay. Square's got a lot going on though.
They do. Final
A lot.
Fantasy's coming out this year.
Oh, that's gonna
Final
be
Fantasy
really
15,
good.
Final Fantasy 7 remake.
They just did what was it, a 2.8 something or other remaster?
Oh, Kingdom Hearts. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts. I forgot what the name was. Remix 2.8. Where
something
it
like that.
it actually
There's
features
so many of these.
it features another character called I forget. I haven't played any of the other like Unchained Melody like Game Boy games
Mhm.
for that, so I don't know the complete story. But I think the character's name is Aquaria, something Aqua.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I guess it's based on her side story.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
I don't know, but Kingdom Hearts release date. That is what I'm hoping for.
They got that other Final Fantasy game, the one where they're kids.
Oh, the
What's that
chibi
Yeah.
version. Yeah.
Oh, really?
World of Final
called? They're
Fantasy?
doing- yeah, World of Fantasy. Yeah,
Yep.
it's this year, I think, isn't it?
I don't know.
Not sure.
Mm,
You
not
have to
sure.
check the charts on that one.
Yep, I'll have to go. Yeah.
But they got a lot going on.
They do have a lot going on. Square Enix.
It would be nice just to give a little taste,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think what else? I mean, I know Last Guardian.
It's
Sony.
gotta come out. If it doesn't come out this year, it's done.
Yeah, you think so?
like nobody's gonna care
Yeah.
after that.
I mean, they've showed other gameplay, which I've only watched a little bit of, but it was totally different from last year's E3.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit more in depth with who the. You see a little bit more of the Guardian, I guess.
Really.
Yeah.
So-
the
so
relationship between them.
I chose not to expose myself to that new trailer.
Yeah.
I was not interested in catching the hype fever.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You,
Yeah.
you understand?
Yep.
The Last Guardian. With the bird dog.
You did not want to get
Bird
infected.
dog?
Trico. Feathery bird-looking
I have no
dog.
idea.
They call it a
It's,
dog.
it's
yeah.
about as accurate as it gets.
Mhm.
So I have not caught on the hypertrophy fever.
Good.
It's okay.
You have not been infected
It's okay.
yet.
Did you
Or
you guys play anything from Team E? Probably not.
I don't think so. Because I have.
Because you did it. Yeah. Okay. They're really good.
Like Shadow Colossus.
When it comes to having a relationship between your main character and some kind of animal.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So you know,
Oh, yeah.
We love that.
We love
for
We
it.
guys
love
like
animals.
us, it hits us right here.
Yep.
But when it comes down, definitely get it. What about you guys? You got anything particular you're looking forward to, or hoping for?
Pokemon Go.
Any reports?
What are
Anything?
what are you hearing?
What reports have you guys heard of?
For E3.
Not really. I'm just gonna wait for it to come and see what happens.
Okay.
Just wanna wait.
The general approach.
So, well, how about this? Because you recently changed practices. So
Yes, you
used
have.
To be, you used to
Yes,
be
we
in the dark side of practice.
He used to be with the
X-Bone.
General Xbox Hospital.
Right, General Xbox Hospital.
But they transferred us. Brought us to a new one.
Well, I heard you requested a transfer.
Oh,
yes, we have.
It's a little different.
They
Mhm.
We're having some problems.
very poor services. They did
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Did not treat us well.
Mm.
Did not give us the right treatment.
It's the word on the street. It's the word on the street.
Mm-hmm.
But you're in a good place now. You're in our hospital.
Mm-hmm.
PS,
Yep.
PS for everyone.
Love
PS
it.
for everyone.
General.
Yep.
Love it.
Hospital.
Oh man. It's so hard keeping up this whole dynamic. We are Console-tations, by the way.
Consultation.
If you did not catch that in the beginning. Consultation. The
Con-
play on
Console.
play on words.
The nerd-focused.
The nerd-focused.
Nerd Plus show.
Yes. Anyways, but yeah. Tell us about your switch to PS General.
Well, I don't know. Microsoft was just getting dry.
How so?
Like, the games that they were releasing that were exclusive just didn't. It wasn't fun.
The only one was probably Halo.
Halo.
That's the really good one.
And how do you feel now about being part of PS General?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I
There's a
love
lot
playing
more open.
Uncharted 4.
Oh yeah.
They get to play?
Yeah.
I didn't know you started.
Oh,
I
you
started,
You
yeah.
did? I just finished.
Really?
Oh, it's-
Gosh.
oh,
Yeah.
it's so
I'm
awesome.
still.
I really wish you guys had played the other ones, but you know,
Mhm.
it's a lot to ask.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
It's a lot to ask. But,
Nice. So overall,
Overall, good. And competitive Call of Duty's on PS4 now.
Oh yeah.
yes,
They're
it
doing
is.
a
so
good job.
better.
mhm.
A really good job with it.
Everything feels so much
Uh-oh.
smoother.
Yeah.
Oh, your stethoscopes.
Oh no,
We'll have to send that to the
Technical.
supply team downstairs.
those guys! I told them
Yeah.
I need something better.
You gotta invest in the good stuff, not this plastic.
Hello.
Yeah, so I was looking over what the offerings from Xbox General. And I'm sure they'll have some interesting things at E3 this year. They need to have something,
They need something.
because
We're going down.
if they don't come out with anything,
Do you?
they got a long way to go.
You think they're gonna bring back their augmented reality treatment?
No.
I don't.
So I mean, there's a lot of rumors now that they're gonna do something to make it compatible with Oculus, which is interesting. Facebook and Microsoft. I don't know, but it kind of makes sense, you know, from the PC standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PC, whatever.
Yeah.
It would be interesting. I don't know how much that would change things, honestly.
Right.
Because of what happens if you make it Oculus compatible, Oculus is still what, 800, 600?
Mhm. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all.
crazy expensive, you know.
It's a hard pill to swallow.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
It's a good one, Doctor. It's a good one. It's a good one.
But yeah, I mean,
But yeah, I don't think.
I guess it makes sense for them to.
to get in that market, play on that field. I mean, they would have a much bigger presumably a much bigger game library,
Mm-hmm.
but your cost of entry is higher.
Right.
I mean, aren't they still having trouble with like shipping on Oculus and stuff like that?
I don't. Yeah.
Or was that the other guys?
I don't know. All I know is the HTC
HTC
Vive,
Vive.
yeah.
Vive.
That's doing really
That one's
good.
doing really well.
Yeah.
I know they.
Yeah.
But that's a much bigger. You know, you're buying the unit, you're buying all the other additional sensors and things like that.
That
You know,
feels
so
more
it's like
virtual reality.
more complete.
Yeah. Yeah.
Solid.
Instead of just.
Because Oculus, you're just
Yeah, so
moving
yeah,
your
exactly.
head.
So you know what you're paying for.
You're just moving your head, but you're still using your fingers to do it on a keyboard, or if it's on
Right.
Xbox, just that. It doesn't feel more virtual than it can get.
Yeah.
It has its limits.
Bang for your buck.
Yeah.
It's on
Mhm.
their side.
I have a feeling they won't even talk about AR or the HoloLens.
So sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Because they had their they had like a big, I guess not a big, it was like a small press conference for it,
Mm-hmm.
where like they did a demonstration and stuff like that. It looked kind of cool,
Mm.
like especially because they had like a big wall to use, and like when they showed
Right.
it, I was like, oh, that could be so cool.
Right.
But I guess their marketing was just really bad.
Yeah. I don't.
Like
It's
Minecraft
cool,
would have been really cool.
Yeah, that would have been.
They
sick.
did that on HTC Vive. You can do that.
Oh.
I mean, that was a really cool implementation where you could actually see it and interact with it
Mm-hmm.
in front of you.
Because we know how the
Now I
movies
remember.
just display. What's the word I'm looking for? Present augmented reality with like Iron Man and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That
That-
is cool augmented reality. Like, that is really
Yeah.
cool.
That's cool.
So when they showed that, I was like, oh man, if we could start doing stuff like that, that would be awesome. But I guess
But wrapping a game around that
kind of hard.
could be pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Because I don't know. It's weird. Like you're kind of limited because of the fact that it's using the space around you.
Hmm.
So you don't always know what that space is gonna look like.
Right. As opposed to
Yeah.
like phones are doing that now with their games, where like you're using your phone's camera.
Right. Right.
But I guess it's
The
because
Pokemon
it's already
one.
yeah Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
But it's already built in. You know what I mean? Where like it already knows the existing space.
Right.
True.
Right.
So it's really just pulling whatever you see and it's just gonna.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's already there.
So yeah, in a way, you're actually operating on the same playing field as other people
Right. Exactly.
because like using something like Google Maps or whatever.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
They already have mapped out
Yeah.
what they can use and what they can't use.
But it's not the same. for
It's not the same as
someone's room.
creating the space
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. And
From what
VR
you
allows you to do that.
Right.
You create the space that everyone participates in
Mhm.
the same way, whereas augmented reality,
It's always gonna be
not everyone's reality is the same.
Mhm.
You know, so
True.
how do you program around that? How do you design a game experience around it?
right. That's really hard.
I mean, you could have something like they showed where a bunch of aliens are coming through the walls and stuff like that, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, what happens after
Yeah. Right. Hmm. Can you walk
that?
past
Just
that?
more of them, yeah.
Right.
You know,
True.
They're limited.
So,
but we'll see. And they dumped their DVR plans. You see that?
really?
Yeah. They're putting it on hold for now. So I don't know. They gotta. I'm really interested to see what they'll do. I don't
feel
know.
like they're just gearing more towards the entertainment side of things.
I don't know. I think they're getting. Well, I think they did that initially.
Oh, with the Xbox One, right?
Yeah. And they're trying to.
It was supposed to be both.
I feel like now they're leaning really heavily towards more. Get as close to PC as they can get
Mm-hmm.
to try and
I see. Mm-hmm.
do something. But like, I don't know. People who play games on PC predominantly will not go to a console. So I don't know
No.
what you're trying to achieve.
PC Master Race.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It'll be really interesting.
Mm.
But the games that they've got on offer at Xbox General are not really enticing to me personally. You know, because when I see things, they're like Gears come out, and I'm like, ooh, Gears is great, but it's not like, you know what I mean? I don't
It's
know.
not
For me, it's not really. That,
Isn't
doesn't get me excited.
Isn't the only thing that they have right now Quantum Break? How is that doing? I haven't.
I heard it was good, but I feel like it wasn't received widely.
Mm.
Oh,
as some people had hoped. But
This is just a random random article that I read. Fallout 4 and DLC was accidentally made.
oh
free
yeah,
on
I saw that
Xbox
too.
One.
Wow.
They're gonna take it back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure they did. That was half a day ago.
Yeah.
That's,
But,
that's just hilarious.
Well, I heard it was good. You know,
What,
I heard-
Quantum Break?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I
It was
heard it was really
good,
good.
and
I heard it was really short.
Oh,
Is that what it was?
sure.
Yeah, the actual game.
I heard that it was
itself.
too short for people.
Really?
Yeah.
So they wanted it.
I mean, I heard they're coming out with a DLC for it,
Oh.
I don't know.
But-
I haven't heard much about it since.
but I heard that game was awesome.
Yeah, I heard the production of the just like the TV stuff in between or whatever was actually really good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The voice actor.
But it just didn't have the kind of punch I think they were hoping for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or I guess it wasn't enough.
Wasn't strong
Kind of like
enough.
a poke,
Yeah.
like a needle prick,
Yeah.
instead of
Not
a
enough.
instead of
Exactly.
didn't give them the
Yeah.
full
Not
dosage.
enough penetration.
a. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope they can bounce back, but from their dismal
I don't know. It just
fiscal
it's
year.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
You know,
Because again, Sony wins again. They sold the most units.
they're destroying it.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Aren't they still like
I mean-
249?
350.
is-
359.
Still.
I think it's gonna go down.
Yeah, they're gonna drop
Xbox?
it again.
Oh,
PS4.
I think. Oh, PS4.
I think
PS4.
PS4 is gonna go down. And Xbox has got crazy deals too, and they still can't.
Oh,
I don't
they
know.
have.
It's like, you want good competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want an actual console war. It's just a console.
Although people don't like the console war. They want the.
Well, they say they don't, but you know,
You wanna
it
have
has
that-
its place.
Yeah, you want to have that alternate.
Yeah.
Um,
You need a good competitor. You need a good rival.
yeah.
Right now, you're just getting your throat smashed.
Yeah, pretty
It's not-
much.
I mean, you know, yay for PlayStation,
True.
but it,
You were knocked down and kicked on the ground.
But they can't even fight back, which is the sad thing.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They can't.
that's pretty sad.
Like, what are you gonna say? You're gonna destroy? I mean, they're doing well. I mean, you know, if you just looked at it by itself, it's doing great.
They're
But-
getting beat though.
Yeah, you hold it up against what the PS4 is doing, they're burying it. It's crazy.
And it's so crazy because last year, or I guess when they announced Black Ops 3, and then Activision stopped their partnership with Xbox One for esports. That was like the nail in the coffin for me.
Mhm.
Because
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the
me
one
too.
thing that Microsoft had for the longest time was the exclusivity of having everything, all the content first before Sony,
Yeah.
and having the esports community and scene like under their belt.
That's what got
Yeah, I don't participate
Oh,
in
yeah.
that particular
Practice.
that practice or that specialty very often. You guys do though. So
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
what's your take on how has that influenced you guys and you know the COD world in general getting switched over to Sony?
Well, I'm glad now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I could run into Scumpy and smack him.
That's true.
It's
Smack.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yep.
true.
Yeah, now they can run into their favorite pros.
You could actually end up playing with them sometime.
Yes, we can.
And when I had
wild.
the Xbox and they switched, I was so
You were-
salty that day.
Very
I was
salty.
like, man,
We were.
I'm never gonna play with
Dude,
you.
if you end up in a game with him and you get like one kill on him, you gotta save that for the rest
Oh,
of your
God.
life.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
Just the
gosh.
fact that you're in the same line.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Or
change.
any
you
pro.
were able to
Oh!
kill him.
Speaking of that, I ran into a very, very famous YouTuber,
Yeah.
And sniper.
and I was
In the- in the
YouTube
game?
Call of Duty Sniper. Like he was, in a game.
No way.
And I was playing. I didn't even realize until like I looked at the kill feed and it was just like him every time. Face Sprat.
God.
I mean, I don't know how many people out there or our audience
Uh-huh.
follows the esports scene, but or just the YouTube gaming scene in general. But Face Sprat,
Let's go.
they're amazing.
Here,
Like,
Dr.
he's
Sprat
amazing.
is
Dr.
best
Sprat
in his specialty.
is
That's the best.
best of
top.
the best.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, his sniping ability is insane.
When you
Him
just-
Like
and-
their reaction time,
It's
I don't
so
get it.
close.
I don't get it. Like I wasn't even mad. I was just like, I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my
I
God.
got shot by.
Yeah. And whoever else he was with was really good too. But like but like you said, like having the chance to run to somebody
That
who's
is
would
really
be
cool. I didn't even
crazy.
think about that.
YouTube famous.
Yeah.
I had this idea that they played on their own server.
All right, they have their own
Yeah.
dedicated server.
Yeah.
That's why they do so well every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Scum plays a lot of public matches. So
Oh,
a lot of
That's
people run into
crazy.
it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, stuff like that.
How is the
Really
league,
impacted
How's the
them.
league overall
It's doing
changed?
great.
I think it's
Yeah,
doing
I think it's
better.
better on the PS4.
Yeah.
Mhm. And a lot of the pros have been saying it's
Mhm.
been really, really.
Runs
They like it
Although there have been less events this year
Mm-hmm.
True.
because of the transition into Sony.
Okay.
But otherwise, they said they love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's saying a lot.
And now that everyone's switching, like loving the PS4 controller now.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They love how it feels. They love, especially coming from PS3 where it was still like the pointy
Yeah.
square,
Yeah.
like it hurt your hand all the
Yeah.
time. Having the whole rounded out ends of it
Yeah.
and stuff like that, like it's so great. Yeah. But yeah, shoot. I'm glad you guys are on because now we could all play.
Yeah,
Oh
true.
yeah.
That's like the one big
I'm
thing.
finally playing now.
Yeah.
I fought it for the longest
Yeah.
time.
He is now.
But
playing
you
Black
know,
Ops 2.
I'm getting my feet wet in the Black Ops 3 special.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
I'm a bit of a journeyman.
No worries.
So I take my first classes. Starting off.
He's under COD therapy right now.
Yeah. And you need a lot.
He's
of
getting
you
there.
need a lot of tutelage.
He's getting
So
there.
It's just very not what I'm used to.
Well, let's get to you. What are you excited for with this whole?
Well, I just
E3
finished.
epidemic.
I finished the case of Uncharted 4. It's really great.
Mm.
You know, it all turned out splendidly. But I kind of knew that going in. You know, it was case presented itself as really great story, good action, great voice acting.
Oh yeah.
So I wasn't too concerned when it was brought to me. It took a while. I will say that because I could only
Play so much.
work with it in spurts.
Right.
So, but it was amazing.
Took a lot more treatment than you thought.
Yeah. Well, I could.
Or I guess you wanted to take your time on the treatment.
Yeah. I didn't want to rush the
You want
treatment,
to, yeah.
and I also because it's the last one.
Yeah, it
I
is,
knew
yeah.
when we cleared that case, it was going to be done. And you want to finish the case, of course, but then you also you're going to
That
miss that patient.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it was a mixed bag. I was as it was walking out of PS for Everyone in general, I was kind
The sliding
I
doors.
was gonna I felt it. You try not to get personal with the patients, but
Yeah,
this one's
right.
really hard.
Mhm.
Uncharted is something different. So, but it is great. I'm glad you guys are playing. I'm glad you're playing it again. I wish
I
there
love
was time or opportunity to see that you could look through the old.
The
You know,
old,
the
the
old
old
case
medical,
files, yeah.
the old medical records.
Yeah, so you could get the history
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
really understand this final case. But
Naughty Dog's a great patient.
Oh yeah.
they really are.
Mhm.
They really are. They're bringing the best.
Pristine.
Yeah, bringing the best. So whatever it is, I mean, I think we may see maybe some DLC talk from them.
Mm.
If they say anything at all about Last of Us 2,
That would
it's
be
o-
crazy.
it's so over. Everything those guys do is just it's gold.
That's the thing, I
Just
don't want- I don't-
Everything they do is just gold.
That was the one thing I didn't want to predict or get my hopes up about was Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, if
But
they
you-
don't, I won't be mad.
yeah.
If they do, I'm gonna cry.
You remember it was like 2, maybe 3 years ago now, where they just at the very end they just threw
Oh,
up
the
the
last,
title.
The Last of Us. Oh, Uncharted 4.
Uncharted, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were just like Uncharted. They were like, whoa! And everybody went crazy.
Yeah.
But they didn't show anything.
Yeah, right,
you know?
right.
But that's where that's the level they're on now. Someone's like, I don't care.
They could just- right.
You know, what you show me, just tell me you're doing it, and that's
Mhm.
all. You're kind of like your Kingdom Hearts, you know.
If they do Crash Bandicoot,
If they do
I'm
gonna go
that,
insane.
Yeah.
you have to put me in a straitjacket. I'll go crazy. That's like one of my favorite. What?
I don't think
Forward
we'll be able
scrolling
to- Yeah.
Yeah, how do you-
Would you call
Toward
it a
scrolling?
Towards scrolling, towards me scrolling
Toward
game.
scrolling.
Is
Ah, one of my favorite
Is that what
games
you would
of all
call it?
time. I don't know. I don't know.
No.
I don't know the medical term for that.
Yeah.
I would have to do my research.
That's a new thing.
Mhm.
New thing I'll do there.
Right.
Aside from that, though, I've been every time I get the opportunity, I go back to the Overwatch case files.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that's an ongoing thing.
It's up on the medical
Exactly.
screen.
Exactly. That's see, I've been working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Great
Got
game.
my X-ray results.
We've had this patient for how long now?
Was it 3 weeks only?
Yeah,
4
almost
weeks?
a
Really?
month.
Almost a month already.
I have a feeling it's going to be a really long-term thing,
Yeah.
but I'm okay with that.
Mm.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It doesn't, because I can come back to it whenever I want, but I don't feel like I'm missing anything
Right.
from doing it.
Mhm.
You know, like
Right.
I went to go finish my work with the Uncharted patient, and I came back to Overwatch. It was fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, just as fun.
Mhm.
Still played just as well. You know.
Yeah. I agree.
You guys
Very
should-
fun patient.
You guys might want to work on that too.
I can't. I
We have
haven't
not
jumped
worked
on
on-
it yet.
We're gonna need help in the Overwatch case. It requires 6 people.
Yeah.
Do you think this could be an esport game?
Ooh.
I think it will be,
I think
I
it will
definitely
be.
think
I
they
can
will
see
try.
that.
but I do not think it'll be a console related
Oh, so
True, it would
pro
be- it would be
pro
more-
circuit game.
Start on
more-
PC.
PC,
It would be
yeah.
more
I think it'll
PC.
only be PC.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I would be fine with that.
I would.
Because I
totally be
don't
fine
think
with
the
that.
dynamic of people playing on PC will, like the whole teamwork thing will work out well enough.
Hmm.
Because when you look at games like League of Legends,
Dota.
Dota, CS:GO,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Well, not League or Dota, but I know CS:GO is going to be on the console this year. I
Oh
think.
yeah,
I think
that's
September.
right. I
Yes.
forgot about that.
I think I remember hearing about that.
Is that
last year.
Sony only?
I
I
don't think
it-
so.
Really?
Aaron?
Because CS:GO was on Microsoft.
Yes.
On the,
It was on Xbox One.
oh, it was.
Like you could actually play it on Xbox One.
But it's not anymore.
No, I'm sure it is there.
Oh, okay.
I was hearing it was only.
But now that-
PS4.
Oh, really?
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I
let
could
me-
be wrong.
Let me see what the industry's experts are saying about this. Go on.
Well, with stuff like that, I don't think it was made to be competitive in that sense on the consoles because it's not fast paced.
It is not
It's really
fast.
It's
at all.
super. I mean, you know, the action can be fast, but
It's like CS:GO slow.
Mm.
Or no, I could see it being a little faster.
I'm just thinking more of like the controller dynamics where it's like I don't think it's gonna work out well for people to play pro in the pro aspect of it.
Mhm.
Because when you look at things like Halo, Call of Duty, like everybody's moving so fast.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And when it comes to PC, you can do that. You could whip around
Right,
pretty much
really
your
fast.
cursor,
Yeah.
you know,
You can
any
make
which
it the
direction.
fastest sensitivity
And I feel like the
so-
pace of PCs is a lot faster on Overwatch than it
Oh,
is
I'm
on
sure.
console.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Like, because when we play, it lasts a long time when we
Yeah.
play.
Mhm.
It feels like we're going at like a snail's pace. When we're like, we gotta move the objective in like 3 minutes, we're like, oh my god, 3
Yeah, I know.
minutes? Are you serious? It's gonna
Yeah.
take so long.
Yeah, because when I was
Like,
playing
for-
the beta,
Mm.
it was like, I was like, man, this is
Just for like
so
everyone
lame.
like to get set up and stuff like that, and even like killing people, like, you're like not moving very fast. I don't think.
Yeah.
It just feels like really sluggish to me. I don't think players would enjoy.
Watching it.
I don't think whoever becomes a pro at it, I don't think it's a very viable thing.
Mm.
I feel like when you're playing it on PC, everything's just so much faster, like I said.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's a lot more exciting watching on PC. Because I've seen a lot of PC gameplay.
Same.
Holy crap.
It
Very
looks
different.
like
It's
a
so
It
different.
looks fun.
It's almost like night and day.
Interesting.
'Cause I don't know if you ever played Team Fortress.
Oh yeah.
It's like that. Like Team Fortress is like,
We spent all the
it's fast. Like you really have to like just go. But I don't know. For me on a console, it feels really slow. Like too slow.
Mm.
Especially when I play as like an offensive
slow guy,
character
yeah.
and who's like who's slow.
Slow guy, yeah.
Or if it's like even if it's like Soldier 76, I don't feel as fast as I want to be.
Mhm.
Or Reaper, especially Reaper. I feel
Reaper's
like I'm
slow.
so slow. But when I watch somebody play Reaper on the PC, he's like
Shredding.
left, right, up there, down
Oh, yeah.
there. Boom, 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 boom. Like, how do you do that? Of course,
Yeah,
it's the mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. So what I didn't do deep research, but quick search tells me
Oh, CS:GO.
CS:GO is playable, but through backwards compatibility because it was on 360, correct?
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh,
Okay.
I was gonna say because I never saw it up on the stores in Xbox
Right.
One.
That's how old CS:GO is all the way to
The quick search so far looks like it is not going to be on Xbox One.
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
At least not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Huh. I wonder why they decided to go with Sony first.
It is interesting.
Right? I mean, that could be it too. They see the rise of it.
Yeah.
It's
popularity.
coming August 21st to PS4.
Oh no.
I'm sure it'll end up there.
If, man, and then with No Man's Sky, what am I
Oh
gonna do
my
myself?
gosh.
Oh,
Well, yeah. So
I'm excited.
Same.
That's what
Totally
I'm
forgot
waiting
about
for. CS:GO.
There's just so much stuff. Like,
this year has been really good.
what
Like, this
excites
past-
me is what we don't know yet.
That is true.
You know,
Mhm.
this E3 case is awesome
It's
Mhm.
because there's a lot of mystery.
A lot of mystery now
A lot of mystery.
because of what happened last year with
A lot of
everything that they
questions.
announced and stuff.
Yeah, they busted out stuff nobody was expecting.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's like, what, are they gonna do something similar
Mm.
this time?
Mm.
I mean, it's a lot of time to fill. You know what I mean?
I want to see a cool racing game this year.
GT Sport.
GT
Sport.
Sport.
GT Sport is
GT
coming
Sport.
out. You'll have it
So
late
excited.
this year.
That's what I want to see. I want to see a cool.
You see, there's a new trailer.
That's the bug I want to
Did you
catch.
watch
Which
it? There's a brand new trailer for it.
I did not.
I didn't watch it.
I only watched the one that we saw.
Yeah.
There's a new one. I think the first
When
one
they
came out
first
today.
announced
I
it.
think they released it today. And they're going
Yeah,
esports
that
with that
game-
too.
Oh, I'm
I'm
sure.
waiting.
That would be
Esports with that too.
crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait. I want to get a legit setup.
Oh man.
That would be crazy.
That'd be
That'd be
cool.
awesome.
That's what I'm excited for. A
Yeah.
racing game.
True.
If
I haven't
you-
been.
Yeah, if you're gonna take on that case, you need the right equipment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I haven't been excited about a racing game in a while. Like
It's
a long,
true.
long, long time.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Even with Xbox's Forza, I was like,
Yeah, that.
I
it
heard it
looks
was
really,
okay.
it looks really good.
The
That-
graphics were nice.
I didn't
don't
get
me
that
wrong.
interested into it.
There's just something about GT.
Gran Turismo always had my heart.
Yeah.
Always, since the very, very first one.
Did you also see the time you spend in? I don't know if you have to be competing, but the time you spend in Gran Turismo can be used to actually get you a real racing certification.
That is
Oh,
insane.
that's
For real.
Really?
That is
That's so
insane.
cool.
I'm gonna be on that game forever.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
I'm gonna be a
I'm
pro
hopping
racer.
on that.
I've
I'm
always,
getting my
I
license.
always wanted to be one.
But that's such an awesome thing.
That's really
You know what
cool.
I
Like
mean?
whatever
Really
they,
cool integration.
whoever thought of doing that,
Yeah.
hats off to you. Doctor's Mirror is off to you. But man, that's so cool. Like when we were reading about it, like
Mhm.
I don't remember when, but
I definitely gotta watch that trailer.
I'm watching that trailer.
Yeah, I'm watching.
After the
that.
first one we watched, I was just like, what is this?
Gran Turismo just always gets it right. Like always. They don't like overpower something. You know what I mean? Like a mod. Like it's exactly how it's supposed
The
to be.
car's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From like
it's like
from-
legit.
from like suspension tuning to engine tuning
Yeah.
to everything. It's just you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, I remember.
You really have to know.
I remember back. What was I playing? Like GT4 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would sit there for hours changing my gear ratio.
Right. Just that.
Just
that
changing
in
it.
itself.
I'm like, no, I don't like it. No, I'm getting in the 3 a little too late. You know, it's like
Mhm.
so much stuff.
Yep.
And
And I don't know jack about cars.
so you,
So you just play
you
around,
can
but
really change everything. It's
Mhm.
great.
yeah.
I can't imagine what they're gonna do now. There's so much, so much more power available to you.
Yeah, right. There's a lot more technology now in cars than there were back when they first started. So.
It's just an exciting year
Mm-hmm.
for Sony.
Yeah.
GT
It really is.
VR, huge.
Oh yeah.
Last Guardian, No Man's Sky.
The new Call of
CS:GO,
Duty, I'm sure.
New Call of
Infinite
Duty.
Warfare.
Pretty sure they're gonna.
The
reveal-
remastered
I
version.
bet you. Well, maybe not. Maybe they won't reveal like any exclusive multiplayer stuff because they're gonna wait for Activision to hold their. They always do. They always hold their own show
Yep.
for multiplayer
Mm.
and stuff like that. But
Always excited for Call of Duty.
Mhm.
yeah, and the one thing I forgot to mention was Left 4 Dead 3.
That's coming.
I've played the Left 4 Dead
You've
series.
played Left 4
and I
Dead?
Love
It's
it.
awesome.
That-
Left 4 Dead.
Two
Oh,
It's so
is
much
Left 4 Dead.
fun.
so much fun.
Left 4 Dead 2 was so much fun.
That's
So much fun.
That
But
was-
that, if they announce that,
that's gonna
like officially
blow.
announce it,
that's good. I'm excited.
That'll come out of left
Everyone's
field.
gonna get
that
it.
would totally
That
come
would
out of
come out of
left
No
field.
one's even talking about that.
Everyone's
Nope.
gonna get it.
I only saw it mentioned once,
Mm.
which was a rumor of it, and like a screenshot of the artwork of it. Whereas, of course, like Left 4 Dead 2 is just like the
Yeah.
zombie end.
Yeah,
This
the
time it's
shell
like the
3.
3 one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We should
Ooh,
have
that
one
was
that's like half
sick.
blasted off.
Yeah.
With like the green background and
Uh-huh.
everything.
And the one thing I'm really, really excited for about that is the graphics.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Left 4 Dead
It'll
2
be a
was-
big step up. Yeah.
Left 4 Dead 2 is crap.
It's really
That
crappy.
It was like
really
so.
bad.
It was like so like smoothed out,
Yeah.
and like the faces were like blocky.
Uh-huh,
Oh
there
yeah, that'll
was.
be good. A whole new generation of hardware.
Oh,
And because I'm not worried about the gameplay, I'm
No,
sure the gameplay's gonna be
it'll be
amazing.
great.
Still.
Imagine.
You can play. That's the kind of mindless game that you can play for hours,
hours on end.
Imagine.
especially with friends. Well, you have to
Because
play
it's
with
always
friends.
fast.
You have to
We
play
had-
with
we
friends.
had
I
the
tried playing by
demo.
myself. It was scary.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's the
You have
worst.
to
Stand a
play with
chance.
friends.
We had the
You
demo.
can't trust your CPUs
Yeah.
ever.
We had the demo on the 360.
That's all
and
we
we
Oh,
were
yeah.
playing for
That's
like
all we
4
used to
hours
play.
straight.
So much
Just
fun.
with our
It's
friends.
so fun.
That was the one
It's
game
so
I played a
fun.
lot on PC.
So scary
we
too.
played all
Mhm.
lot.
Like
You,
2
try to figure out your strategy for.
Yeah,
no,
trying to beat the
You're like,
level.
all right, put your gas cans over here.
Yep,
Yeah.
the loader, uh-huh.
We tried.
Especially when you get to
level.
each checkpoint.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, yeah.
Like I remember.
Like,
this
don't
one
blow it
time.
until the big guy
Yep,
shows.
don't blow it until
Yeah,
it
the
shows
bloater.
Yeah.
No, the worst
Or
is
the
the
witch.
witch.
The witch.
Yeah,
The
one
witch
time we
alert.
went to this hallway and it was
Stay
dark,
away from the
and then
witch.
she alerted, and I was tagged. And I
Well,
was like, oh.
yeah, the
crap.
worst is when she's like right in the way.
Yeah.
And you cannot.
You
Oh,
have
no,
to.
yeah.
You have to
You can't
poke
go
her.
around her.
You have,
It's the worst.
imagine if they put it on VR.
It's so funny because we.
That would be too.
that would
that's,
be
that's,
crazy.
That's really fast for VR.
That is
though.
too. I
Yeah.
feel like that's
That
crazy
might
fast.
be disoriented. Ooh, I watched. They did a paranormal. The paranormal theme
Yeah, yeah.
game. I
Mhm.
watched that. They a bunch of people at IGN played it.
Mm.
People were freaking
Yeah.
out.
Oh yeah.
There was one girl. She got down on the ground. She just couldn't get up anymore. Like she was done. She's like, I can't.
Even when people were doing the Conjuring 2 trailer
Yeah.
with VR, people were like crapping their pants.
I'm not playing a horror game.
No.
Nope.
Nope, I will
I'm
never.
sorry, I'm not
Never,
playing.
ever,
Or-
ever.
horror game.
Like,
One Alice.
we're already scared enough when
Oh,
we
they
could
got
like.
canceled.
What did?
Oh yeah.
Allison Road.
Oh, Allison Road, I
Yeah.
know.
Why didn't it get
Man.
canceled?
No,
I was
I'm
waiting
hoping
for
someone
that.
else will pick it up. I'm hoping someone else will pick it up.
Oh wow! How do we forget to address the elephant in the room? Kojima.
Okay.
This
You know he's gonna
patient
step
is
on-
huge.
Okay. So
Okay.
No, just Hideo Kojima.
Oh.
yeah. So Hideo Kojima, moved into, so PS4 General for Everyone hospital clinic thing, hired him.
Yes,
Hired him
As a
in
resident.
his new staff. Right.
Resident.
But we haven't seen it yet.
Nope.
Yeah, there's still some
He's
funky
been-
stuff going
he's been
on with
very-
his old crew. So
Mhm.
they didn't want to be too upfront about it, but now,
So they traded.
well,
We acquired.
we acquired him. He became a free agent. If you
Yeah, he's just a resident.
Yeah, and we quartered him.
Mhm.
Waiting to be seen.
Yeah, we quartered.
He's kind of like Doctor.
And if I'm correct, he has not been seen at any kind of big show since then.
And there have been a good amount.
Yeah, even when he wins awards. I don't
Oh,
know-
really?
I don't-
He's just like-
Oh, no, I don't remember. He might have shown up at one
Mm.
to accept an award.
Thank
Maybe
you.
I think he did. I think one. It wasn't the first one. Maybe the second one.
Hmm.
But if he comes out on stage, he doesn't have to say anything. He doesn't have to show anything. He just comes up on stage. That room is gonna give him an ovation for like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's gonna be.
You know.
And Konami's gonna sit in their you know,
Oh
in their
my
chairs
gosh,
like.
I can't. I'll give it an ovation for 10 minutes. I mean, you're talking about cream of the crop.
And then he reveals his company.
Oh,
man!
Oh my gosh! If he reveals anything at all, that'll be talk of the show.
That'd be cherry.
Talk of the show.
Oh my gosh.
That will be that.
This isn't even a game we're talking about. We're talking about a person.
Yeah. We don't even know what he's doing. It doesn't
we're
matter.
predicting. We're predicting a
It doesn't
person.
even matter what he's doing.
Predicting people.
I know if they
That's all
just
you
mention
gotta
him,
do.
if they mention him being at the conference period, like him just like lurking around,
He
dude.
just, all he has to do is walk on stage, and Sony wins.
Yeah. And they have a lot of those. Like one person
my
or one thing can just like
gosh.
totally blow the show out of
Yeah.
like, to smithereens.
But even next year's case file looks good already.
Mhm.
Horizon gets bumped into next year, which is fine.
I wasn't even expecting it at all.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It would have been a real treat to get it.
Because when they showed it last year, I was like, "Oh man, it's gonna be a little while, but it's gonna be so good.
It would have been a real treat, but it's fine. So now you're already going to start off next year.
With a
Good.
bang.
Yeah. You have Horizon, and then you also have.
Next year?
Yeah, there's something else big next year already. Early. Why am I?
Watch Dogs? 2?
Oh,
I
I
think
heard
it's this
about.
year.
I heard about.
Is
that.
it? Oh, it is November. It's November.
Watch
Yes,
Dogs.
you're
I
right.
heard about
Yeah.
that.
Something else is early next year.
I was about to say Injustice too.
I don't know when that's coming.
I'll have to go back to those records. I have to go check it out.
Yeah, we'll see when that's going to come around. But then there's all this other stuff that they haven't. I mean, Detroit.
Hmm.
I presume we'll see a release date for Detroit this year. It would be nice to know when that's coming out. Quantic Dream is a good one. A good studio that needs to put their stuff out. There's the rumored God of War.
Right.
I don't think it'll be this year. I think it'll be next. And then
It's been a while.
yeah.
What was the last one?
Well, if the rumors are true and they're like redoing the whole set.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
oh.
Yeah. But they can't reuse their assets anymore.
Yeah,
You
right.
gotta
right.
remake
I'll have to
all of
totally
it.
start from
Yeah.
scratch.
And so God of War, and then whatever Sucker Punch is working on, pretty sure will get revealed. They do the Infamous games. Are you guys familiar with the Infamous cases? Pretty
Not
good.
that, no.
Pretty good, like superhero type games.
Yeah.
It's like dude with powers is
Yeah.
in an open world environment. It's
What
pretty
was the
good.
last one? Infamous Second Son?
Yes.
I am not
I
familiar.
have it, but
His
I
powers
didn't
are
finish
cases.
it.
That dude's powers.
I gotta dig up that file because I have it, and we can all actually. I have it on. I have the hard copy file.
Oh.
I don't usually do that
Hmm.
because
Wow.
I'm new age.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You have to
Gotta dust it
so-
off.
Yeah, I gotta dust it off. And bring it
I heard the game was good.
Yeah, it looked gorgeous. Like,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
it
When you
looked
get to
gorgeous.
like when you see like him using his powers.
Yeah, it looked really good. But people give it some good reviews. There's just so much to look forward to already.
Crash Bandicoot.
That would be crazy if they brought it.
Please.
If they brought that game up. Just gonna lie.
What's the big thing that would just blow your tops? What do you guys think?
What would I want to see that hasn't come along?
No, but what's the one thing that would totally just like make you go?
That is tough.
Like, what's the one game?
That just gets me. I want to see some.
I just want to see the conference, and that'll drop my jaw.
So soon.
I just can't wait.
very
I
soon.
love it when E3 comes.
We'll have to set up a special viewing for that here. You know what I
Yes.
mean? We're gonna
Yes,
need to arrange,
definitely.
get the room set
All
up.
the stops.
Right.
Snacks, drinks.
Snacks and drinks, get
Popcorn.
everything set up because we want to make sure we get the full effect
Exactly.
of it. Yeah.
Yes.
Because last year's was great too.
We gotta
Mm.
take some good notes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is a big case.
Yep.
Huge.
Good big case and hit fast. You know.
A lot of new
Gotta Make sure
information.
we're on point. Yeah. Because then we'll have to discuss all the cases afterwards.
Yep.
All the theories.
We have a lot of consultations to do.
Yes.
What case I want to see pop up in? I'm not. The one thing that Nintendo's partnering, I know, with mobile apps, Fire Emblem is going to have an app on in Animal Crossing.
Mm.
I know those two are going to pop up. They already showed that they're going to have those two. I don't know when.
Probably not a big game.
Probably not.
Mhm.
Probably a little too small.
Maybe all Zelda, all the time.
All I want.
I do want to see what the NX is, though. I'm really curious.
Oh, the.
Really, really curious. Their new console, whatever,
Mhm.
whatever it's gonna
Oh wait.
Do you think Nintendo's new console would show up?
be. No,
No.
They said
that's later.
They said no? Okay.
because they're gonna do their own thing.
I
They always have
just-
their own thing.
Right now, I just really want to see when the release date is for Pokemon Go.
Oh, true.
I have been waiting so long.
well, I,
Didn't they show something else new for that recently?
Beta. It's just.
Really?
Australia already got
would
it.
Nintendo show
Japan
that?
already got it. And we have it right now. I don't think The only leaks that we've got, this one YouTube channel is gonna go across all of Australia to go and
Find the
they're
poke.
gonna do YouTube
The
videos.
pokes.
They're gonna show if climate change affects
kind
if
of
the Pokemon that'll show up, like if water, it'll
Interesting.
only higher chance of water Pokemon, or if you go to a desert place, you'll most likely find Cacturn,
That would make sense.
any of that.
That would make sense.
I don't think Nintendo would show that though, because it's not.
Yeah,
Because it's being developed by somebody else.
Hmm.
true. That's
Mm.
right. Right? Huh?
So I don't think that would show in E3.
I really think this is just gonna be Zelda.
Does
think
E3
so.
does E3 include any mobile developers?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
They don't
I
have their own like
remember.
showcase.
I don't
They have
remember.
they just recently added the PC showcase.
Wow.
Like a show or two ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I think either that or nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody usually does.
No one really cares.
Sorry.
But it's all it's the main guys and then a bunch of third parties. Like, as far as I know.
They're like urgent care.
I mean, there might be
That's
something.
like accessories to them.
They may have little triage guys on the show floor, but they're not.
Mm, right, but they won't be on the main stage. Yeah. You'd have to be there yourself at their
Yeah.
booth to see what they're working on.
True.
Yeah, I think that's the only way.
Like patient first. They're not like, sorry. they're
I'm
too
actually
small.
like patient
Um,
really.
But yeah, right. But I thank you, patient first, for
All you
helping me with something.
What about? I feel like this might have come out. What about Nino Kuni?
It's definitely coming.
Would that
We just
show
don't know
up
when.
in E3.
Wait, Ni no Kuni
Two.
Two.
Yeah. It's definitely coming.
They've already showed the trailer for it too.
So I need your opinion. I would like to
Professional
I would like to consult you guys. Did you played it? The first one?
Not the first one.
No, you didn't. You guys played it? Nobody played it. Dang it!
Gameplay.
I've always watched gameplay.
So here's my dilemma. I didn't play it. My friend let me borrow it, or would let me borrow it, but my PS3 is now buried in a storage. I considered. I also don't have a lot of time to work on a lengthy case like that. I considered just watching the recorded video
Playthrough.
of the case,
Yeah.
so I can get caught up.
Mm-hmm.
But even that, I think, was like 2.5 hours
That's
of
a
all the
long-
animated sections.
What?
Everything.
Wow.
As far as so I didn't start it, but I considered it because I definitely want to play 2
Mm-hmm.
when it comes out.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Just looks
Persona
fun.
5, that's what it is.
Oh,
next
of
year.
course.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Of course,
I forgot
there's so
about
much
that.
hype built around that.
5, Valentine's Day next year.
Really
Ooh.
now.
If
Yes.
you're single, there you go.
You're ready to mingle
If
with
you're not
that
single, yeah,
patient.
exactly.
Even if you're not single,
Have fun.
Sorry,
that's
SO.
what slipped into next year. That's what it is. It's like there's something major that.
that's huge.
Yeah.
They have like so
Yeah.
many anime adaptations of it now,
Yeah.
right now.
That's
Like a
that's
lot of
monster.
OVAs.
It's a monster. You already have those two games to be in the game. But so yeah, Ni no Kuni will come out sometime. We have no idea when.
This year? Do you know?
Probably not
they
this
said
year. I don't know about.
I doubt it's
I don't know about this year.
I doubt it's this year.
Maybe next year.
My guess, fall next year,
Mm.
like early fall,
Wow.
That
late summer,
year and a half.
something. That's my guess.
Yeah, because they didn't
Could
say.
be longer. Honestly.
Mm,
I don't know.
Yeah, Persona 5. Holy cow! I need to play the other ones.
I didn't get it through all the way through Persona 4 Golden. I kind of hit a point where I was like, I don't know if I want to go through this grind right now.
Right, it's
Where
a
I was-
serious
it was
grind.
really
Like I've
the
watched
idea
gameplay.
and the
and-
story is awesome,
Yeah, yeah, right.
and the relationships are all really good.
And the anime is really good too.
Yeah, and the system and everything's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was getting a little caught up in trying to maximize my what do you call them? Personas.
Yeah, 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 right. Right.
Because I kept trying to power them up and make new ones and all this stuff, and then I got a little too caught up in it. But
how-
Would you look at the phone?
how-
Doesn't
it
matter.
happens every time.
This is a long
Wait,
doctor's
you got,
visit.
you got
so-
another one?
It's-
Well, you know, we charge them by the hour.
That's true. You
Makes
need
sense.
to get full use of that
Makes-
hour.
Makes sense.
It's more like the lowest patient probably that you guys have.
Every
Des-
patient matters.
Destiny version.
Destiny.
The Destiny.
What is it? Rise of the Iron.
Rise
Rise of the
Rise of
Iron.
Iron.
Rise of Iron.
Rise of
whatever.
the Iron. Rise of Iron.
I don't know. My friends were talking about it and they were like,
What about Is
Destiny 2?
Destiny
I don't
2 is
think.
next year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be
I
next
don't.
year.
I feel like that's gonna.
they're gonna take an L.
So, okay, yeah, let's talk about this a little bit. So, Rise of Iron's coming. Destiny 2 is currently scheduled for next year. I think. So some people think they're not going to talk about Destiny 2 yet
Tomorrow.
because Rise of Iron's coming,
Mm-hmm.
True.
and they should be pushing
True.
Rise of Iron and not Destiny 2. I think if what they might do, because they talked about everything to do with Rise of Iron already, right before the
Yes, they
conference.
have.
I think they'll touch on Rise of Iron to make sure everybody sees it. I think they will talk about Destiny 2. And I think they'll include a way for the two of them to interact.
Right.
So they're like,
Oh.
progress you make in Rise of
Yeah.
Iron or whatever, or
put
certain
it
things you
into-
earn or whatever will carry into Destiny 2.
That would be pretty smart.
So that people
Man,
will
that'll be a long DLC.
So people will be encouraged to buy it and play it and earn stuff.
That'll be a
So
super
that
long
they can
DLC
transfer to
life.
Destiny 2 and then
Another 7 months.
Isn't that kind of what they do now?
Well, remember when
I don't play anymore.
so when Destiny came out, September, then the next DLC that came out,
A few months later,
5 months,
that was fun.
March-ish.
And then after
was
that, it
when
was.
we-
After that, it was kind of quick.
It was the next one was quick.
House of
The
And
next
then
the one
this
after that
one-
was kind of quick.
this
Yeah, it was.
House of Wolves, right?
And then the very last one. I
Prison of
thought-
Elders, House of Wolves,
Taken King.
and then Taken
Taken
King.
King. And then
Was
now
there one after that?
Well, not Prison of Elders, sorry. House of Wolves, and then Taken King. Right?
Yeah,
I
it was House of
thought there
Wolves.
was a
There was
Oh, it was House of Wolves, and then
no.
Taken.
The first one was
Shadows of Eden.
Shadows of
Not
Wolves.
Shadows of
What?
Eden.
That's a
Whoa.
game. That's a game.
That-
First one was.
It was on the not
So bad.
them, but the other one.
There was another one
Let's-
before House of Wolves. I
let's-
remember.
let's-
It was
Refer to
Let's just
the.
let's refer to WebMD.
Let's check WebMD. Because you can trust them with everything.
Always.
Alright, Destiny expansion.
Although I did see that Rise of
What
Iron's
is-
raid looks really cool.
Okay.
Dark
Dark.
Below.
Dark Below.
Dark Below.
There you go.
Destiny
Dark Below is
Dark-
March.
House of Wolves.
House of Wolves, and then Taken King.
So there have only been 3.
Yes, there has only been 3 patients.
This is year
In the
2 now.
hospital.
Oh, see, so look at this. It's been over a year since the last one.
Year 2. What?
No
Whoa.
way,
Is
that
Taken
right?
King.
No, that's a lie.
That's what this
Taken
guy
King
wrote.
came
Nope.
out.
Destiny's first major expansion in over a year is coming. Oh, yeah, Rise of Iron's taking more than a year from. Is that right?
No way.
Who's getting this? Who's writing this? This would be so wrong.
Yo, we're all looking up.
This makes for great show. All of us are looking at our phones.
Oh no! Wait. No, it hasn't been a year.
Yeah, so if Taken King was September 15 last year, Rise of Iron is September
Right, because it
20.
was the
Yeah, it's
anniversary
September
of Destiny.
Rise of
coming
Iron
out.
is September 20.
Oh, true. Yep.
So that's a year gap.
Oh,
So
it
if
will
they
be a
do-
year gap now.
When it comes out.
I thought he was saying the
The
Taken
DLC.
King has been out
Like-
for a year now.
Oh, no.
It has.
But
I
it
was
will
about
have
to
been.
It will have been a year.
Yeah.
When-
So they could do it again.
Right.
They could take this
The
whole
third
year,
anniversary.
boom,
Or second anniversary.
right.
Yeah.
Launch Destiny 2 fall
Of
September.
pretty much
of
the same date.
2017, around the same time. So then it'd been a year.
Man, a whole year.
So I think if you connect the two,
Oh yeah, right,
it gives you a reason to play again,
right.
right? Because I don't want to play again. But if
I don't
Destiny
think
2
I
looks
will.
awesome
And is better
and
than.
it's kind of connected, I would consider.
I feel like I'm way too far down the hole.
Yeah, I don't even understand the game.
I feel like I'm in the black hole and I just can't get out.
We're passing on.
Yeah.
I already went through the I already went through the event horizon. My legs are warping.
We're getting
You're
spaghettified.
bifurcating.
We're getting
I'm
spaghetti.
bifurcated.
You're getting
Spaghettified.
spaghetti.
We're past spaghettification.
Like I'm looking at it and it's just fading away.
No, we're past spaghettification.
We're past.
If you don't
Play
watch Star Talk
Destiny.
Radio, you should watch Star Talk.
I love Star Talk.
Anyways,
Spaghettification. It's a
what I
real
was
thing.
saying is, yeah, so it would be a whole year until the new DLC comes out. I feel like it's a long life
It is.
span
It
for
is.
for
I mean, they could sprinkle in another.
But I guess
small
they
one.
make their DLCs feel like a whole new game.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much playing another game.
Yeah,
Can't play.
because
But I'm saying compared
you're
to
still
like,
playing the beta.
but you should have never released it until you were ready. Freaking Bungie. But I'm saying compared to the last 3 that came out, like those came out like
Yeah, quick.
boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
they were cool.
so.
I think
Maybe that was their mistake.
I think that's maybe. They need to learn something. They've got
They
a
still
lot,
need to learn
They got a lot of
They
lapsed
don't do.
players.
They've only been solely focusing on like how to make it look cooler, and maybe for the initial part of the DLC drop,
Mhm.
people think, oh yeah, this is really cool, but they still haven't figured out how to keep people
They-
like
I'm telling you,
maybe just me.
you need a way to really customize your guy, because it's got to be your guy. I hated walking into a fight with 2 dudes who looked exactly like me.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. I
He was
feel
like,
the
"What?"
same way.
Because the only way you could get the best stats was with the same stuff. I think it changed a bit with the Taken King.
I don't know.
I don't know.
think
Like I
I
said, I
have
don't
no
play
idea
anymore.
how it
idea.
works.
But if
We'll
you,
have to consult our other doctor friends,
yeah, we
Ian
left that
or
special.
Tony.
But if like you want to have a character that like Call of Duty, right? Your guy is your guy. Your guns are your guns. Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, but
Yeah,
even
pretty
still,
pretty much.
even still, because people change all the time,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you're different.
Yeah, you rock with what you like.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
rock with what you like.
But 3 classes.
But only 3 classes?
Don't they have 6 now?
What?
With Taken King?
Oh, no,
Oh,
they're
no,
still
they
the
added-
same
they
class.
added a
It's-
new-
Those are
it's different
subclasses.
They added
Okay.
another ability.
Yeah.
Those are all
It's just
subclasses.
abilities? Okay. I thought it was different.
Yeah.
You're like a hunter who has like,
A different special.
yeah,
And
who's
maybe
who's
maybe a few other
gunslinger.
The
tweaks.
sword
Yeah.
that uses ammo.
But you're still a hunter.
Yeah, and
Or
that's,
you're
that's
still
the
a
other
titan,
thing.
or you're
like,
still... Yeah.
the max. Like you can only customize them like 2 or 3 little toggles, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Not cool. I'm telling you, they integrate something like Warframe style customization,
Oh my gosh, we can talk
customization.
That customization.
You never
If
look the
you
same. You never
and
feel
your
It's like
the
going in
abilities
the
are
middle.
like never the same. I mean, people max min that kind of thing. Then you're talking about okay, if you're gonna max out the potential, then you must,
Right, but-
you gotta use the same thing. But a lot of people don't.
But even if you have like another Excalibur in your team,
You're gonna look different.
Very different
Yeah.
ones.
very different looking, and even though you guys have the same abilities, you use them differently.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
And you can have
true.
completely different builds.
Because the scenario or environment you're in will cause you to use them in different ways. Destiny, it's the same thing over and over and over. Like, oh, use your golden gun at this time, or
Yeah.
or use your bubble shield at this time, and everyone's just gonna follow that same routine,
Yeah.
like that same.
Oop. Oop. Skip- around.
Okay.
Here we are.
I don't know what that looked like on the
No.
video, but
Oh,
stuttering in
Um,
the video.
But it just feels very, just like it's not repetitive. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. It just seems like everyone's just following the same instructions every time.
so we're like Roblox.
But when it comes to Warframe,
You can get
it's
creative.
different every single time. We've had this talk.
Yeah, I know. But that's
So
what I'm saying.
many
If they could
times.
find a way to do that in Destiny, I mean that's a major overhaul. But if you could find a way to do it,
But I feel like it's necessary.
it gives you a reason to stick around.
Mhm.
Because it had Destiny. There's so many parts of Destiny that were fun, but there's so many parts of Destiny that were just like it didn't outweigh the bad
Yeah.
for me.
Me either,
Same.
obviously.
First
And-
DLC drop, redone.
I'm pretty sure we're not just
Yeah.
blowing out. We're not just talking out of our butt and having
put a
our
lot
own
of hours
and
in
have
it.
and not having our own not
Yeah.
not just being biased by our own personal experience. A lot of people felt that way.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I remember you guys playing hours and
I put a
hours.
lot of
you
hours
did.
into
It
that
was
game.
so bad.
A lot of hours.
It was really really bad.
Did you play more of that than Call of Duty?
Yeah,
at
you
that
played.
time?
You played more.
At the
than
time, I didn't even care about Call of Duty
Yeah.
because Advanced Warfare.
we were nice on that game.
Because when the first DLC dropped, you couldn't do anything.
But for me, it was after the second DLC. After House of Wolves, it burned me out so fast.
Yeah, yeah.
like so like you're just like it's like you finally realize that you're just putting this thing on a pedestal, and you're just like
Yeah.
someone just knocked it down.
Yeah.
Like, something just knocked it down. And you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, this thing sucks.
It's like
It
That's
sucks.
what happened with me in the Division.
Oh,
That happened. It just
the
happened so much
Division.
faster. It happened so much
It actually
faster.
happened really fast.
Because there was even less to do. Like less custom stuff.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Mm.
I'm telling you, that's what it is. Customization.
Because I feel like you still look.
They are banking on gameplay, and it didn't really work out very well.
Yeah, that game was a bust.
Because even though there were a lot of guns, they made it seem like there were a lot of guns, but they were all
They're all
pretty
the
much
same guns.
Yeah, they're all the
Yeah.
same.
They
They all
all
pretty
the
much did the
same
same.
gun,
They
different
are
numbers.
the same guns,
Yeah.
just strong. It seems
I mean-
stronger
Yeah.
in the game.
But then every-
Mechanically, they all felt different. You wanted to know which ones you want to
Yeah.
be good with, but then after you get that first purple,
Yeah.
you're just like,
But the way everything's scaled, it was like nothing was changing.
right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Uh-huh, I
So,
know what you mean.
yeah.
In the beta,
Like, you got a more powerful gun, but of course everything is much more powerful. But it's not like you ever had a real edge.
Mm.
There's always like the relationship between the
NPCs
two
were just
were
so
the same.
freaking hard too. Like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I just kept getting.
I kept getting
wrecked in
wrecked.
the Dark Zones. I was like,
Playing by
this is not
myself,
even-
another game where you just can't play by
And it
yourself.
looked so good in the beginning.
I know, it just looked pretty.
And it's sad because that's the one that Microsoft banked on.
Seriously.
They're getting
Yeah.
They
they're
could've.
getting the DLC for that first.
Yeah, right. They totally could.
Oops.
That could have been.
That totally
amazing.
could have been an awesome game,
Could have been.
but it was just stuck in that bubble.
Oh.
They were just
Just like Destiny.
Yeah, I want to see what Bungie and Activision will do.
Whack Division.
So shit.
Destiny
Activision totally just killed that
Activision
the potential.
complex.
Destiny, like,
It just I don't know.
They're-
being a slave to the system.
Seriously.
And we'll see.
If you don't have
I want them to prove me wrong.
I really do.
Because
You
as
give
much
me-
as we're bashing about them, we want them to just be like, hey,
you give me like
just
like,
slap you in the face.
you put in like 12 starting classes.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It's not
Those-
just the Warlock, the Hunter.
when they introduced that
or-
booster pack thing, I was like, you guys are
Damn
idiots.
it. Oh yeah, I know.
Which what's the booster
Idiots.
pack?
But it
Where you could buy your
Oh,
levels.
yeah.
Oh,
What?
You can buy. Well, you can't necessarily
it
buy
boosted
max,
you up
but
to,
it
like the
28.
the minimum for the expansion or
Oh.
whatever it was.
which is 28.
That's lame.
But that's for someone who
That's-
like just bought it
I understand why they did
or
it.
whatever it was.
I understand why they did it, but then that totally desensitizes people to actually play the
play
game.
the game.
They just buy it and then they're pretty strong already.
They don't understand the
I don't
grind.
know.
We got to 22.
We'll see.
stopped.
I do want them to surprise me in a good way.
Would you play it though if they surprised you?
It depends on what they do. If
We
it
won't
looks
know.
if it looks like more of the same, forget about it.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you could
Nope.
you could tell me that the raid looks cool, but if the mechanics are exactly the same as the other two,
Whenever you would do
Mm.
raids.
the first one will always be my favorite.
It was really well
What was it
done.
called? Something of Glass. House
Vault
of
of Glass.
Vault
House of
of
Glass.
House of Glass.
House-
Vault of Glass was the best one.
Never did it.
I'm gonna like.
It was so the promise of that was so good that we hung on to it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
it
I
just
wouldn't.
never-
I didn't care that we were doing it over and over
Yeah.
and over again.
We'll see. We'll see.
What I hated in Destiny, every time I did a mission, no matter. I couldn't do anything when the DLC came out because I couldn't get anything.
Because you did have it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also not.
You weren't
Cool.
able to get it. If you don't have it, you can't do anything.
Oh, I mean, that's their business.
Because I got nothing.
I'm telling you, you gotta
I had 0 exotics.
you gotta do something. You gotta learn some stuff from Warframe. Warframe is
Dude.
a successful game that
Oh.
is
Free.
thriving
Come on.
off of microtransactions.
Yeah, right, right.
You know what I
right.
mean? And
They're
they're doing super
they're
well.
microtransactions done right.
Yeah.
hmm They make you
Not
want
even
to do it.
not even necessary.
It's to the point where nobody cares.
they want
they want
they
to.
want to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
You know
don't.
what I mean?
They don't care that they'll throw a couple bucks
Yeah.
or whatever to get the in-game currency to get something new.
Yeah.
But you don't have to.
all you do is wait for Prime Access. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
guys familiar with Prime Access?
Yes.
Because
I
you
am
get
very-
the Prime frame and you get a whole bunch of
Stuff.
platinum to use on other stuff,
Very true.
and then you have a trade economy which
Yes,
which
holy
allows you to
crap,
actually
man.
earn platinum
Right.
to use in the
yes,
game.
very true.
And the platinum only comes from people who have bought it.
Mhm.
So somebody who paid the money is paying you for your hard work, and all of that supports the developers.
It's a true marketplace.
Exactly.
And you can still get most of that stuff without having to buy it.
Oh,
It'll
yeah,
just
you
take
can just
longer.
earn it yourself.
Was there any game that's ever had like a successful in-game marketplace like that?
I don't even know if MMOs do it that well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
MMOs?
Exactly.
Something
Uh,
something always jacks it
Like
up.
yeah, like okay, so for instance, like Diablo 3 when they had their auction house.
Yeah.
Good luck.
But it's just so good. Like you jump in there, you ask people what they want, and then someone messages you.
Right. I mean, I don't know how WoW did it, but I know they had their whole
Auction house,
marketplace
yeah.
and auction house. But right, that like Warframe, like it even made the community like a lot closer.
Yeah.
You know, like even if you met a complete stranger,
You can.
Yeah.
people are always like
Yeah.
willing to help
Everyone's
you out.
trying to help you. Yeah. everyone's trying to
That
help.
that is true. Whenever I ask someone if they want to do something, they're like, okay,
Like, yeah,
sure.
sure.
Message me, one dude message me. All of a sudden, I get a load of people joining me.
Yeah.
Their LFG is awesome.
Yeah. It's really good. You can just jump right into stuff. So, I mean, that would be my recommendation. Go see what you can learn from them, from that case study, and pull some of those, your what do you call them? Lessons learned or whatever. There's another word for it.
Yeah.
It's escaping me right now.
hmm
But you learn those things, bring it into Destiny somehow.
Take notes.
You know?
Even just a
That'd be awesome.
fraction. If they did like a fraction of what Warframe does, like if they took the whole thing in a fraction, like
Yeah.
did a little bit of everything
Yeah.
that they do,
Yeah.
That would
Oh my
be.
gosh.
That would be.
I would go back to Destiny.
It would. Because mechanically, it's awesome.
Mechanically, like the gameplay is,
Awesome.
I
The
love
gameplay
the
was
gameplay.
really fun.
Awesome.
The one thing that made me stick to it was multiplayer.
Mhm.
True, I really love.
I really like
multiplayer.
multiplayer.
So much fun.
But then,
Campaign, it was.
stupid weapons.
Exactly. The
Stupid,
weapons
stupid
and
weapons.
Mm-hmm.
couldn't
Destroy.
really balance them well.
I mean,
And then you had to earn, like, if you couldn't earn or find a certain one, then you weren't gonna take it into the multiplayer, and then everyone else who had it was gonna squash it.
yeah,
If you
exactly.
don't have
Yeah.
anything good,
Yeah.
news will always.
That's what the Iron Banner was
multiplayer,
for. But for regular casual multiplayer,
You'll always get.
You know how
There's
once
always
Warframe,
that one
once
guy.
people got freaking the thorn,
yeah.
that was it.
You know how Warframe deals with that?
Hmm.
You have to, you go into, well, certain things, only certain things are accessible. Like they limit what you can bring.
Right.
But then you also go in with you're rated. Your equipment has a rating.
For
Right,
multiplayer,
right, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's called
I
the
remember
Conclave
that.
rating.
Yeah,
I
yeah, right.
So
saw
I
that.
think,
You join people with the same. almost
yeah,
the
I
same
think
rating.
you join
I
people that
remember
are rated about the same. So the
Mm.
gear and the mods, all the stuff that they're using,
You'll always be.
They're
puts
capped.
you on par.
Yeah.
There won't be.
And then it becomes skill.
I got the.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right.
I got
right,
the
right, right, right.
Galahorn.
Destiny?
They're bringing it back.
In
Yeah,
black.
yeah, they're bringing it back.
In
I
black.
saw that. The whatever.
Same.
Cool! wow!
Galahorn.
I've always wanted it in
You have a
black.
Galahorn, and then you have the.
Are you being serious?
No.
Then you have the base weapon, and you go up against him. Up, you're screwed.
Your sarcasm is
You
excellent.
should do it. Call of Duty.
Sorry, what were you saying?
That's my
Competitive.
specialty. I have a PhD in sarcasm.
If you're a noob and you're coming in for multiplayer, you meet that one dude that
Oh
has
yeah,
a Galahorn.
yeah.
Your team.
You don't stand a chance.
What was
You don't
the
stand-
what was the what was
Or the
perk?
truth.
Oh, the truth.
That thing
The
will not
truth
miss
will-
you. You know, you just fire it; it'll hit somebody.
Or a sniper.
Yeah.
The. What was the sniper?
Icebreaker.
No.
No.
I know what
that
you
was a
mean.
horrible one.
I love that one. Man, that thing's
Well,
awesome.
if you could, yeah.
If they can hit you with that, you're screwed.
I forget what it's called, but yeah.
Oh well, no. Oh yeah, there's like just the stupid perks that they put on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like
The upgrades that
the
you
last
have.
bullet will automatically kill someone.
Serious?
We'll do extra damage. That's what the perk was.
Yeah.
That was one of those snipers that I didn't
Mhm.
like, because people would just empty a clip
And then wait.
and just
yeah.
wait for one, just like, boom.
Yeah.
Empty it again and then boom.
It was the same one that gave you camo too, wasn't it? Or no? Different one?
Oh my gosh, I loved that one too.
Yeah, if you're prone or whatever, not moving, invisible.
I forget it. I
or
forgot
whatever.
whatever.
You clip.
You could just stand there
Yeah.
and wait.
Patience time.
No.
Yes. Patience and time.
How do I remember that?
Or what's that assault rifle, red and white?
Oh, Sarah Regime.
Oh, the Suros.
The Suros regime.
I mean, they addressed it. They addressed nerfs on it on certain guns,
Yeah, but it would still wreck you.
but it would still like the abilities were still there.
Every freaking shot.
They were saying
Oh
instead
my
of they were saying
my
instead
God.
of there was one article I read a while ago where instead of nerfing guns,
Make the other ones more powerful.
just make the other ones more powerful.
Yeah.
Just put it up to par with those.
Please.
Equalizer.
Just bring them up.
That was a case for like Call of Duty games.
Oh my gosh.
When it comes to like nerfing or buffing certain weapons, just make them all the same base damage.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
something.
It one
Or
gun
you,
would be
yeah,
like-
because if you keep bringing stuff down, you kind of like you run out of room
Right.
eventually.
That's what they
Right.
did
Or
with
you're just
shotguns.
you're gonna eventually just like
I'm
go
not-
back to what it was before.
Yeah.
Shotguns.
The
they-
only thing that you should change probably is like effective damage range.
hmm
for shotguns.
That's probably the one thing.
Well, you know, did you read that one article about what they do in Overwatch? Well, what people noticed in Overwatch
Hmm.
was that hitboxes for different characters are different. Do you see that?
I could.
No,
No.
actually.
So
yeah.
like Hanzo has a big hitbox. Well,
Heck yeah.
well, I don't know if hitbox is the right word.
Right. So
Target
like
box.
let's say I'm like
Target box.
shooting him from far away, but like I'm aiming at his shoulder. It's still gonna.
It'll
hit.
still hit him
Yeah.
in
Then
the
yeah,
head.
hitbox
Right.
would be the right.
Right. It'll still.
That would be
Oh
the
no!
right
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. See, that was the one thing I
I mean, it sucks,
I've noticed-
it sucks when you're the target.
I noticed
But-
like yeah right, but I'm on the other end. I'm shooting somebody, and all I hear is crit hits. I'm like,
Yeah, like-
I didn't even hit their head. Like I didn't.
Yeah.
Even, how did they figure out what the crit part was?
Yeah,
Like
his
or
box
the
is
hitbox,
much
yeah.
bigger than other players.
Oh, his.
Yeah,
Oh.
Really?
yeah.
Hmm.
But his weapon is
And
it's
bow and
not
arrow.
as precise. It's got drop in it. You know what I mean? It's tiny.
Oh, you mean his weapons like
Hit bigger.
hit
So target, I guess
Hit more.
your
For-
target's hitbox is bigger when you're
when you
Oh,
use
for your
Hanzo.
targets,
Yeah,
you
okay. I
Yeah.
thought you meant like when you're facing
getting
against
shot.
them,
No,
yeah.
no.
What if they made it on?
I think it's the same for Soldier 76. When you spray,
Yeah, you get a lot of.
you'll get a lot of crits.
Really?
I feel like Tracer does it too.
I feel like Chaser kind of has to.
Yeah, yeah. Just
She's-
spray everything.
Although she's the most annoying character in the game,
Yeah.
I think. Besides Bastion and Torbjorn.
But I don't know. But I don't know. They found a way to balance things pretty well.
I think they're doing a pretty good job still.
Yeah.
I-
But
here
it's
and
like,
there,
it's hero
here and-
versus hero
Right.
rather than like individual weapons.
Right.
So that it's tough. It's tough.
I mean, Overwatch, is still a baby.
Still early. Yeah, it's not even barely
Not
a
even
month.
barely
It's
a month. And I didn't even know about the closed beta, and I didn't hear anything about the closed beta
Mhm,
or like what came out of it after they did the open beta.
mhm.
And the beta didn't even last that long either.
No, and it was only a few weeks before the actual launch.
I know when the open beta came out, they introduced Diva.
Oh.
Diva wasn't supposed to be a character.
Oh.
Really?
Diva was introduced, I think, in the beta or like a little bit before the open beta.
There,
Or I guess closed beta. I don't know.
there were some rumors about another the next character hero they might unveil. There are some screenshots somebody caught of.
Oh no, they
hooded
the list
figure.
of. Oh, okay.
And it looked like the hooded figure has a sniper rifle, similar to the Widowmaker.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so they're like maybe it's from other something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. But it has like the almost looks like a bionic woman,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, did you see the video of like there was Winston's like I guess cinematic.
No.
It's either in the game it's cinematic or like YouTube
It's
cinematics
in
where they
his-
showed the list of like
All the-
all the
oh,
heroes.
really?
Oh yeah. Oh, there were so many,
Dang it.
and they're all like legit people.
Uh,
And they were wondering if they were going to introduce them like in the future.
just bring them in. I thought they. So didn't they say they were gonna bring new characters in regularly? Like
I hope so.
I thought they were.
That would be crazy.
I mean, Blizzard's known to do that.
I don't know if it was that or I was thinking of Paragon.
Oh, I hope not. Because Blizzard's known to do that,
Yeah.
especially with. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of something. Sorry, I'm thinking of League of Legends. League of Legends does that all the
Yeah,
time.
new guys. Yeah.
But I
think
think
they will.
I think they will.
I think they will.
Yeah, they better. Because that game is a lot of fun. Also, very very frustrating.
Yeah. When your team sucks.
Yeah.
Or-
Backpack.
Or when your friends can't figure out how to like counter other people.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
This is the kind of game where I don't like, even though we're all like doing really bad, I don't get mad at anybody. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just like, God, we suck.
Yeah, I know, it's like,
I
because
think
you know,
it's just-
you know it's a team thing.
Yeah, it's totally a team
Yeah.
thing. That's what I love about this
You
game.
know it's a team thing.
That's the one thing I love about this game is it's team based.
It's like sometimes when I'm on the mic, I'm like, someone has to deal with that guy, please.
Yeah, and people just
You know?
say it.
Yeah.
Our friends
Or
were just like,
do
can
we
somebody
have-
be? Yeah, or do we have a
do we have a
tank?
counter for this?
Right.
It's
So
like,
that-
sometimes when we first go out there, and I'm like a fast guy or whatever, I'll start calling out heroes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's like, this is what they got. you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Because you don't see it in the beginning of the match.
Yeah. It's like, all right, do we have the right team for this?
Mhm.
We make adjustments.
Yep.
Um,
That is true.
yeah. So this has been a pretty long consultation.
Yep. You're gonna be charged overtime.
Very long procedure.
I'm just kidding. We don't get paid for this at all. Gosh.
You're gonna be charged free times 2.
Yep.
And I know it's only been a portion of another hour, but
Well-
that's the way it is, you know. Every hour or portion.
This
of
is
the
a
hour,
makeup
like a
for.
taxi cab.
The meter's running. The meter's running. This is a makeup for episode 2 that drastically just. Episode 2 of AT&T that just drastically just crapped itself.
Yeah,
'Cause of
it's
audio
too-
issues.
It's too bad.
Which really sucked.
It's too bad. We had to let that one go.
Yeah.
It was.
But-
time. It was time.
But at the same time, we were talking about some of the similar things that we were talking about in episode 1 of AT&T. AT&T.
At.
But yeah, it looks like our diagnosis for the E3.
Yeah. What is our diagnosis, doctors, for the E3? I think the hype train is it's real. It's legit. I think this case is going to be amazing, honestly.
Yes.
Um,
Judging by my own heartbeat, I'm excited.
I'm
I
excited.
don't know.
I'm very excited.
What is your head saying?
See, I feel like I'm a Sony fanboy. Let's be honest. I feel like Sony's gonna run away with the show, but you never know what's gonna happen. So we gotta,
Never
be prepared for all the potentiality.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, the junior consultants?
I just want to see Xbox take this L.
Oh,
Wow!
man.
Oh my gosh!
And I want to see PS4
That's
take
harsh.
the W.
They will. It's without question. I feel like that they'll do really well in the conference.
There would have to be a combination of superb Xbox general performance
Or just
and
really
crappy.
Yeah, really poor
PS4
deliverance.
everyone
Oh
general
yeah.
hospital clinic performance.
Right.
Yeah, you have to do both for that kind of.
Right. You
I
can't
feel-
have one or the other.
I feel- yeah,
Because they could totally recover from it.
yeah.
At this point.
Pretty
At this point, they could throw up and everyone just laugh it off.
much.
I'm just kidding. It's part of the show.
Yeah,
No one would care.
just kidding. It's Kojima. He's throwing
Yeah.
up on stage.
Is he okay? He's fine. He's totally fine.
It's all the excitement.
Yeah. I'm really excited for what.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
I'm excited for big surprises.
Yeah, the stuff that we just have no
We just
clue
no
about,
idea.
you know?
Like zero chance of knowing. No, there's no rumor, no leakage of anything.
So you're
They're just like, bam. Here you go.
you're big on the Nintendo stuff.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
So your big show will be a few months down the road.
Ooh, you think we'll talk about more about Pokken Tournament, like the future of it?
Oh man, if
That's interesting.
what would be
Because there's been very, very little talk of it now, but
There
I hear it's
has.
really, really fun. Like the tournaments, there have been tournaments for it already
yes,
too.
sir.
So,
They have.
so it's already in the pro circuit
They have hosted
of,
tournaments already.
of
Mhm.
esports.
That game is just.
It's kind of like how Street Fighter is on the stuff. It's like really,
Mhm.
it's a niche crowd.
Yeah.
It's a very, very niche crowd.
You
But
have
it's
Really
like-
small.
That's how it starts.
But that's how it starts.
That's how Call of Duty started.
But so do you think? What if they announce stuff for Pokken Tournament? Because we have the game
I
It
would
is
be
crazy.
very.
and it's so much fun, and we've barely played it.
I
but
just want more characters to come in.
Yeah,
they need to add
I
more.
want
I think
more
that's what they'll.
characters.
I don't know if they'll do it, but that'll be cool.
Hundreds of
Because
Well, you have like 400
Hundreds
characters.
of
Yeah, they
Yes,
only
yes.
have like
No,
at least
700.
a handful.
What?
7?
700.
700.
Yeah, 700.
Are you talking about like every
740.
evolution too?
Yeah.
Oh, that does count. That does count.
I guess it counts. Yeah, yeah.
Discluding Mega Evolution, that's 700.
700.
They're definitely running out of ideas.
My
No more
gosh, I thought 150.
That's
I thought 151 was
crazy.
already enough.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Imagine filling that in a Pokedex.
Nope.
You have to cheat your way through that. I just want to see Legend
Well,
of
that'll be it
Zelda.
for the doctor's visit.
Yeah, so thank you very much for joining us, Junior Consultants,
Took very
Tuber and Dominic.
took a lot of notes.
Thank you, Doctor, for your consultation.
Thank you, Doctor.
Appreciate that. And thank you guys for coming in to check out our consultation on all things nerdy. This is the Nerdy Nerd Plus show. We also have the at or AT All to Awesome Things show, which is more on the plus side of life.
Yep.
We talk about
Things
other-
outside of
Yeah.
the nerd culture.
Yeah, we'll probably get
Or
into
things
nerdy
outside
stuff
things
once in a
outside of the
while.
entertaining
Yeah.
nerdy culture. We're talking about other nerdy stuff like
Just life.
snowboarding or camping or fishing or sports.
Yeah.
Science.
Stuff that we're passionate about.
The other thing
That's may or may not be nerdy,
hmm
but that'll be it for Consultation Episode 1. Thank you so much for joining us. Check out our website, nerdplus.com, NRDPLS.com. We got music up there, blog posts, and all this other jazz.
Yes.
And catch us on Twitter, the same place. We don't do Facebook
Nope.
as a group.
No.
Individually, yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
but,
whatever.
Yeah.
Too many things.
too many political things.
But so again, we'll send you a bill for 2 hours, even though this was only just 1.5. We charge
Mhm.
for half-hour time,
Yep.
and we'll catch you in the next time for the next case.
Till your next checkup.
Consultations.
Yeah. Holy crap.